Hey everyone, it's James, and no, this is not the podcast yet. Because Seth and I are garbage at explaining things, I'm going to open this podcast with some information about it. We're going to be talking about many different forms of media on here, so, to prevent you from being spoiled on something you haven't seen, watched, or played yet, we've edited in a probably obnoxious sound that will give you ample time to stop the video and skip ahead to the time listed on screen. This is that sound. After that sound finishes, all bets are off. Don't worry, it'll play for about 10 seconds. Also, we might take suggestions for what you want us to talk about, if it is at all possible for us to talk about it. The only things we won't talk about are politics and probably something else that we won't realize until it's too late. So leave your topics in the comments. Thank you and enjoy the podcast. Oh, you hit play.
Yeah,
look at that.
I did.
You fool. Welcome to the podcast.
It's the Top Hat Penguin.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
And the ArkHammer. That's me.
This is,
There's not any video, though, so you're just going to have to deal with some silly pictures of goats riding people and, I don't know.
Hey, I wasn't going to put that in there. You just...
Well, now you have to put a picture of a goat riding a person.
No, you
Look,
fool.
I'll find one for you right now, James.
Please don't. I am not interested. Welcome to the podcast about nothing. Maybe TV shows, maybe movies, maybe little shenanigans.
Yes.
I couldn't think of the right word.
Sometimes it'll be conspiracy theories, but those are for future episodes. Aha! Wait, no, that's a man riding a goat.
Well, isn't that what you wanted?
Ah, there it is. Look.
Oh, that is certain. What is that?
Well, they'll get to see it.
The roles have been reversed. Kind of.
Now, oh man, I just realized this guy's riding a bike.
That's false advertising. It says man riding a goat, but the goat is definitely riding the man who is riding a bike.
And it's in Addis Ababa.
A what?
That's the capital of Ethiopia.
Oh wow.
Haha, I knew that one.
Well, don't say that this
Hear that, Isaiah?
Don't tell anyone this podcast didn't teach you anything.
Yeah, Ethiopia, capital Addis Ababa. You can tell your grandchildren that.
That'll be a topic for the grandchildren. So, what's on the agenda?
Oh, let's see. On the agenda, we have. I'm just fakely scrolling through my phone right now. Let's see.
You didn't.
We have.
You could have just made it seem like we had plans.
Oh, okay. Well, you can cut this if you want. But
no,
I don't think
it's just not getting cut.
So on we have TV shows, movie discussion. Ready Player One's a big one on there.
Yes.
And we just watched The Iron Giant.
We did.
Film.
Oh yes, that was quite lovely. I'm depressed.
Yeah, me too. He dies.
I'm gonna censor that. Not because it was a swear, but because you just spoiled the movie.
Well, the best part is they won't know until about 30 seconds after the bleep.
You're right about that.
Bleep. Okay. We also have, mind you,
video games. We do have
video games discussion. That's a good one.
That is pretty good.
Oh, I just found out Battlefield 5 will be releasing late this year.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I know you don't care.
I don't really care.
You're a very cultured swine who plays anime games.
I do not play anime games.
Would you like to list some, James?
All right. I play Nintendo games.
Okay.
It's not anime.
Oh, okay.
It's not. I hate you. We're off to a great start here. I'm being accused of
anime watching.
Well, you're not wrong.
Anime gameplay.
Oh my goodness.
Do you watch anime, James?
I do.
What kind of anime do you watch?
I watch some. I watch it for the story.
What? Not the graphics? Wink, wink.
So, yeah. I thought that. Never mind.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
All right. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, the visuals. Yeah, the visuals are great sometimes, unless they're awful.
Yeah,
except
that's true. So, let's. Oh, we can't get political, right?
No, we can't get political.
Crud.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, we're never having political things. If you do political comments, we'll report you. We'll come to your house and I can't threaten people.
Yeah, well, we can't do that. Well, I mean, we could do that, but that would be censoring the masses.
Yes, that's true. You can have political conversations.
Except I don't know why you would.
Yeah, just don't do it. It's better for the health of humanity.
Also, it'll start a flame war in the comments, and we don't want that.
Yeah, we'll just take the video down and then repost it to destroy everything.
Destroy the evidence. All right, so, we forgot to say, we will take suggestions for things to talk about, and we might talk about them.
Yeah, we're not very creative or smart sometimes.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
The best
just watching the line.
I know the best part is just watching the audio waves just not even exist.
The decibels just go down. We'd like to see that flat line.
We're losing them.
All right, James.
I'd lean in again because I don't know if it should be fine.
I'm curious. Golf.
Golf, yes.
Yes. Tell me about golf. What's going on this week?
The Masters is going on. That'll date this video.
So, what are the Masters about?
Well, the Masters is a thing where people golf, and they try to do well.
You're really explaining things, James.
I'm going to have to censor that.
I thought we said we could do some occasional...
Below PG-13!
Fine. They don't get to know.
I mean, they get to know about the Masters, because that's... Why?
All right, Ready Player One.
Oh, yes, Ready Player One.
So, first I'd like to go out and say that if you read the book, expect nothing from the movie.
It's not the Ready Player One movie, it's the Ready Player One fan fiction.
Yeah, basically. It's like the best fan fiction ever made, but it's a fan fiction, so it can't be that awesome.
Yeah, should we put a... we'll put a spoiler... Should we put a spoiler thing here?
Yeah, so skip to later in the video.
We'll put a thing in the corner, and then you can scroll through the YouTube video, and when that thing is gone, we are done talking about spoilers for that thing.
Yeah. So, unless you're a weak little coward, skip now.
What do you mean, a weak little coward?
I don't know!
Can weak little cowards not enjoy stories? Okay, before this, the worst people in the world are the people who spoil things.
Yeah.
All right, the worst of it, you wouldn't believe this, comes from the Kirby games. All right? Really?
Oh my god.
All right, so each game, now that they have like a really long history, they use different elements from the past games, like different final bosses from the past games, and bring them back as a special boss or something
like
in the new
penguin
game.
guy, right? With the
King
big...
Dedede.
Yeah.
He's a main villain, I don't know. He's an anti-hero. But
those are my favorites.
Anytime a new game comes out, some stupid idiot in the YouTubes puts the stupid final boss in the thumbnail of the image, and it's like, hey, look, it's the final boss. Hope you didn't want to play that game.
Now, we have to be fair, James. You're just terrible with not having things spoiled.
It always happens. I don't get it.
Everything has been spoiled for you.
Everything gets spoiled for me.
Now, I know this is old, but when Force Awakens came out, I saw a news story. A man was spoiling the ending.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
Talking about, if you haven't seen it, spoiler, Han Solo dies. I hope you've seen it, and I haven't just ruined your life.
Well, I would have put a spoiler warning.
Yes. Well, anyways, this guy was saying that, so several people took it upon themselves to...
beat him up?
Yes.
Yeah, and then didn't the guy was... No one was accused of a crime, because what else are you supposed to do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Which is not good.
See, that's the worst thing about spoilers. You can't do anything about them. All someone needs to do is say, hey, I know what's going to happen. And they have you on the end of a string. You have to do everything they say, because you can't kill them.
You could cut out their tongue.
You could cut out their tongue. Or you could kill them.
Yeah.
But that's illegal. And you wouldn't...
Cutting out their tongue is too.
Yeah, that is too.
Slightly less serious.
And then if you're in prison, you won't get to see the ending anyways.
Well, now I'm curious. What's the legal ramifications of cutting out someone's tongue?
Well, we'll find out.
Legal ramifications of cutting out a man's tongue. This is interesting. You know, we were going to talk about Ready Player One.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a second once I stop complaining about...
I'm having trouble finding things.
Well, I mean...
cutting out people's tongues.
I didn't think it would be easy to find.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so in England, cutting off a man's ear or nose, as they do not weaken a man, are not considered as mayhem at common law.
Excuse me, what?
I think that means that if I cut out your ear in England, James, it would be a, what do they call them?
A
minor misdemeanor.
What?
Or maybe that would be assault. It's hard to tell.
That would probably be assault if I was unwilling. And you just lobbed my ear off.
Who said I was going to lob it off?
Well, you just said that.
Pulling the Tongue Torture Museum. Ooh, yay!
Wait, what?
What, James? I'm on my phone. I'm deep in Google now. I'm on page 3.
No, you never go past the first page. If it's not on the first page, it doesn't exist.
We have gotten 29,000 results in 0.3 seconds. Well, I don't want 29,000 results. I want one good result.
Wait, 29,000 results for chopping off someone's tongue?
It doesn't say, actually, but I bet there's more than that.
There probably are. There's probably not safe stuff. Do you have safe search on?
I'm considering clicking images right now.
Don't.
Maybe I should go to my private browser. There's no shame in having one, okay?
I
had to Google Nazis the other day.
Why?
Why? Okay. Well, maybe I was curious about... I don't remember what I was
You backed yourself
I remember. Okay, so a Photoshop was being done of someone, and they looked an awful lot like Hitler, so I needed a side-by-side comparison.
Okay, fair enough.
And I didn't want Hitler on my my Google history, because it's a little
you don't want the
concerning.
FBI after you.
But now that I've openly said that to hopefully thousands of people, probably not going to get more than 9.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Hey, we need to put clickbait in the thumbnail and in the title. Man dies. Sea of Thieves, Ultimate Moments, man dies.
By the way, I've been playing Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
and,
is it good?
Well, here's the thing about the game. It's brand new. It's been in the works for years. If you play a game for the visuals, buy it. It's $60 on Xbox. You can get on the computer, and I believe PS4. And it's really a gorgeous game.
I don't think it's PS4. I think it's just Xbox.
Xbox?
I think so.
It's on the computer. I know that.
Yeah, it is on the computer. It's not on Steam, though.
Well, it's a little empty right now.
Yeah,
it's just come out. It needs a lot of content, but it's really great for just having fun with your friends and blowing crap up.
Yeah. If it wasn't $60 and I had a good computer, I'd probably buy it, and then we could sail the 7 seas and...
That's pretty great, except I have it on the Xbox.
Oh, well, is it cross-platform compatible?
I'm doubtful. Speaking of which, here's an obscure game most of you don't know about, World of Tanks.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about that.
Oh, good. I love that game. I play it all the time. I've put more time into it than I should have. But they made that cross-platform compatible a while back, which is just difficult to do, really.
I know. Didn't they do that with... Oh, they did it with Rocket League on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
Is that also on consoles? Like Xbox One and PlayStation?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, Rocket League.
Yeah. Did you know they put Outlast on the Nintendo Switch? Outlast 1 and 2?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
It's getting weird.
Here's something I'm really confused about. So, Nintendo's like the 12 years and younger console. Not gonna lie, James.
Shut up.
Okay.
No, they've gotten... All right,
but
you can finish your thought.
Nintendo Switch comes out, and they're like, oh, another family console. And now it's been... Has it been almost a year now?
Yeah, it's been
over
March 3rd since it came out, so yeah.
Right, so it's been quite a while, and we're seeing a lot of releases. In fact, I think they added Skyrim.
They did put Skyrim on.
So... Nintendo, I don't know what you're doing, but you're getting a little bit ballsy right now.
Well, I don't blame them.
No, I don't
Everyone
either.
complained about, on the Wii U, the lack of third-party support. Like, every game that they made was absolutely great, or most games that they made was absolutely great. There's some that was... But everyone was like, oh man, where's the war games? Except they still don't have those on there. But
yeah,
but
Skyrim kind of.
Yeah,
but it's vastly changing community there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they decided to get more mature with it
in
their advertisements and everything, and it's they're making bank off of it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've played the Nintendo Switch a little bit, but I've seen it in action, and it is really a very impressive and new style of console that I think is going to be big.
Oh, when Mario Odyssey first came out, this is something insane. I think it was like, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was like they had 7.5 million Nintendo Switch units sold.
Right.
In like the first week, Super Mario Odyssey had 5.8 million, games sold.
Jeez.
So
just about everybody bought
pretty much
the new Odyssey.
I did. And then I didn't get to play it because marching band. I was so sad. I was so sad.
Tell us about marching band, James.
Oh.
I know that the weather is just lovely for it.
Oh, yeah. It's not a thing yet, but it will be during the summer, and it'll probably still be 30 degrees out, knowing...
Yeah, if you're an Ohio watcher, you know that our weather is bipolar. And that it snowed, like 6 times in the last 2 weeks?
We've had we've woken up with a sheet of snow at least 3 times in the past 3 days.
But we always go to bed with
look,
green.
Right now, it's green out. There's a little snow left,
there was quite a bit of snow last night.
Yeah.
It was snowing this morning.
It was snowing this morning, yeah. And it's April. It's almost middle of April at this point.
And a month ago, it was in the 60s for like 2 weeks straight. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, it's supposed to be 60 this Saturday.
That's nice.
It is.
I was supposed to have a track meet, and then about half an hour before I had to leave on the bus to go...
I'm going to move this over a little bit. There we go.
I got a text from somebody else who I will not name for...
Yeah, we're not allowed to... We're not doing that. We're not going to name names.
But one person had texted another person, and that person texted me, which is the only way that I found out that meet had been canceled. And that's because the weather was not going to go higher than 36 degrees, and there was 3 inches of snow on the ground.
Oof.
My bet, though, is that if there wasn't snow on the ground...
Oh, they would have still had it.
Oh, absolutely.
It was like that.
Bad.
It was like that awful last track meet of middle school. We're not gonna talk about that just because I want to make a video off of it. But it was a doozy.
There's quite a bit of salt.
I'm still angry about that. That's like the only time I've gotten legitimately angry at something.
You don't get legitimately
No,
angry.
not very often. Not enough to warrant the
rage. Yeah.
Anyways, marching band.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweaty outfits.
Oh yeah.
/ cold outfits.
Oh, what was that? That was the chair.
Was the chair.
That was absolutely terrifying.
I'm gonna go get some Hot Pockets. I'll be back.
Where are your Hot Pockets? Oh yeah. Oh, our food.
More popcorn, James?
Oh yeah, sure.
Why is this bowl 87 pounds?
Well, because we like popcorn. You know, maybe we shouldn't eat in the vicinity of the camera.
That is mahogany!
That's one of my favorite jokes. Just, this is mahogany.
We'll just eat one occasionally.
Yes,
we'll
just
occasionally. Slow us
occasionally.
down.
And then they can hear your delicious saliva. Okay, maybe they can't because there were no decibels showing.
Oh, that's good.
That's lovely.
Is there sausage in this, or is it just cheese chunk?
I do not know.
I'm allergic to sausage.
I'm pretty sure you aren't.
James, you don't know.
You would be dead already. You were eating them while we were watching The Iron Giant. You'd be dead by now. Allergic reaction. We'd need to get out the EpiPen, and you'd be dead.
Please, James, I'm my own EpiPen.
I don't even want to know how that works.
You jam your incisors in your mouth into your thigh, and then you just suck.
Well, that's what they did with snake bites, so... Anyways, marching band. Okay. 800 degrees. Band camp is always awful because...
It rains every day.
All right. First year band camp, my first year band camp, it was like 90 to 100 degrees the entire time. Second year band camp, it was hot and it poured down rain the entire time.
It was hot and poured rain?
Yes. Third year of band camp, it was 90 to 100 degrees, and it stormed the entire time. I don't even want to know what's happening fourth year of band camp. Like, at this point, it's probably going to snow. and be 90 degrees simultaneously.
You know what I want to talk about?
What's that?
Elon Musk.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
my hero. Elon Musk. Oh, he's a billionaire. He's rich. That's the same thing.
I was about to say that's effectively the same thing.
And not even 3 months ago, he launched his personal Tesla Roadster into orbit.
Good.
And then headed it towards Mars.
Yeah, I watched the thing on him. It was pretty interesting because it was like his origins and how he pretty much. Oh crap! I don't
Just
remember.
does whatever he wants.
No, it was his start, and he was like not. I can't think of words.
Not popular.
Wasn't not popular, but
Not expected to make it.
he wasn't expected to make it because he was a startup thing, and how he just did it like all himself.
Yeah, hey, look, audience, whenever they have those videos like, here's how to have your own successful startup company, don't listen to them, okay? There's like 3 people alive today that have had successful startup companies. Don't do it. Don't follow your dreams.
No, we
Go to college, get a job.
Now you're spreading false messages, Seth.
That's not false
You're
messages.
Right. Well, we're trying to remain positive here, and
Or James, are you just saying this because we're sitting in your very own golf store?
hey, we're not opening next year or this year.
Why is that?
Not enough business.
Oh.
Well, we cut that out. Oh yeah, lack of business. And then something else I can't say because I might be able to pinpoint our location.
Is the IRS coming for you, James?
Yeah, the IRS is coming for me. Tax evasion. Well,
Oh, well, aren't you screwed?
well, looks like the government's after me, guys. Well, now I'm thoroughly depressed, and
See, when you say thoroughly depressed, we have to have like a crying puppy put up on the screen.
we do.
Okay.
That's the rest of the. I'm not even making a thumbnail anymore. I'm just gonna put a sad puppy up there and put my face on it because that's how I feel right now.
Oh.
Feel bad, Seth. Feel bad.
Look, I burned up all my empathy watching that giant explode in the movie.
Spoilers.
Yeah, but little do they know.
No. See, you are the worst person. We just talked about this, Seth.
James,
you are
James.
the worst person.
But I'm talking to you.
You're the
James.
worst
You just
person.
saw it.
I
and
did just see it.
We are in control
We are.
of the lives of millions with this here phone.
You know, we should put a thing at the beginning when you hear this jingle and like a jingle. Seth's gonna spoil something, and you should probably not listen.
What, James? You could spoil something.
You know, I could.
Go ahead, James.
No, I'm not going to.
Do it, James.
No.
Do it.
I don't even know what I could spoil.
Do it, James.
All right, fine. Skywalker dies.
All right, now we have to talk about Last Jedi.
Oh, I have some opinions.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less I like
The
it.
more sad I get.
Yeah, because honestly, Ryan Johnson, you suck.
He did some stupid stuff.
Like,
I don't like him as a person from what I've seen.
yeah. And then he wants to start his own separate trilogy. So Ryan Johnson, don't do that.
Dude, we
Just
need
don't.
Disney.
Hey,
They need to let go of Star Wars.
Disney aced Rogue One.
They
and
did.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens was good.
The Han Solo movie will be coming out soon.
I
am
don't know how that'll be.
genuinely concerned.
They've changed directors like 3 times, right? Is that
That's
one?
because no one has the balls to handle that movie.
Or maybe
Because it just shouldn't be made.
it really shouldn't, because we don't really need a backstory for
No, we don't.
Han Solo. He's just a space pirate.
Yeah.
Is he a space pirate? He's a space smuggler. Close enough. Same thing.
He's kind of a pirate.
He's R.
I think somebody calls him a pirate at some point.
Probably. I'd imagine. Probably Leia.
Yeah.
Should we put spoilers for Last Jedi?
Yeah. Probably,
Yeah, okay.
Probably should have marked off the Luke dies part. Should probably give that about a 15-second buffer region.
Yeah, I'm going to censor that one. And then everyone will know it's the Luke dying.
Go ahead, James. Censor something. Not that!
Okay. Well, I said it again in the middle of that, so I'm going to have to censor that again. And now, here's the official spoiler for The Last Jedi. We'll give you we'll give you a couple seconds to pause the video and then scroll ahead.
That was like 18 seconds, James.
Well, we got to give them a time. What if they're kicking back and relaxing?
Okay.
What if they're playing a video game and they can't pause? And,
Are you going to just say the spoiler or not? Say it.
We're saying the spoiler. All right. Crap, I don't even know what to talk about it now.
You were gonna spoil something.
Well,
Snoke dies there.
Yeah, that could have been done. Yeah, might as well get on this.
To be honest about the Snoke death, the only thing about him dying that upsets me is that they didn't do enough backstory on him.
They didn't do like crap all for him.
He needed to do a little bit more. If they killed him after he'd done something slightly more awesome, then I'd be fine with it, because the fight scene with Rey and Kylo against the guards is great, except where they edit a knife out of the one guard's hand who has two blades and would have otherwise cut Rey's back open and turned her into a piece of sushi.
Yeah, that's... Oh, you can continue.
Which upsets me, but I can live with it because the fight scene was otherwise awesome.
That's another issue I have with the movie. Oh, first I'm going to say, the Snoke scene would have been like gold. It would have been fantastic. No one would have expected it. Had Snoke actually done something in the movies other than yell a lot and be a giant hologram, and like J.J. Abrams was like, oh man, in The Force Awakens, he's like, oh man, who is he? What could he? What's his deal? His face is scarred. What does that mean?
Well, we can look at this. J.J. Abrams is directing the next one, which is exactly what should have been done.
I don't get the whole 3-director thing, or 2-director thing, but have. Like, J.J. Abrams wrote out, like, an outline for what he wanted his story to be, and Rian Johnson just completely ignored it.
It's not that The Last Jedi was bad. It was just lazy.
It was
lazy writing at its best.
There's just a lot of, like, there's things that really shouldn't have been overlooked. Like, the whole Holdo thing. Why didn't she tell anyone?
Yeah.
Like,
seriously.
There's not going to be a spy on board.
Could have avoided that whole dumb thing where friggin' Finn and Rose, who is like worse than Jar Jar Binks, honestly.
At least Jar Jar did something for the plot.
Yeah, he did something.
He became a senator, and was he a senator? Yeah, he was a senator.
He's the reason that the Jedi managed to get to the palace in Naboo. But no, Rose is just like, let's free the animals, not the slave children that are like 8.
That's my favorite. It's like, let's free the animals. Who cares about the slave children who are very much, I don't know,
abused by something that looks like nothing more than a wart?
Not wrong there. What was I? Oh, I had a thought. All right. Oh yeah, the entire thing. If I would have done The Last Jedi, I would have cut out Rose, because just don't even add her.
You could have had somebody else in place of her.
It's perfectly fine if a video game like adds a new character in the sequel, like with Trails in the Sky. They added a completely new character in the sequel, and that's fine because video games are long and you have enough time to get to know them. Some video games are long, but RPGs where stories most prominent are long. Like that game was 70 hours, the second one. You need to play the first one, man.
I'm sorry, James. I'll get around to it eventually.
You need to buy it first. But anyways, it's fine when they do that, but with a movie you only have like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. You can't really get to know an entirely new character.
It's okay if they had a character in the sequel, because you're just introducing new elements.
Yeah.
But don't make it a crappy character.
Give them something. Like, the way I would have done it is, Finn and Poe, those two actors have great chemistry. So I would have had them go on some sort of adventure. And like, because Poe just becomes like an awful human being, air quotes, you can't see that. And everyone's like, why are you so reckless? When in the first movie, he wasn't even reckless. They just kind of...
Poe or Finn?
Poe.
Poe.
Because everyone's like, oh, you're so reckless. And like, maybe if you were to add to his character there, you could actually make him seem like a bad person. It's like, now, Finn, we're going on an adventure. Okay.
Now that's one element I didn't like. So... Poe makes this decision where he gets all the bombers destroyed, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden his commanders don't trust him, which is fair, I grant, because he violated a direct order. But
Actually, I don't even think it was a direct order. Oh, yeah, it was a direct order.
But what I really wanted to see, even though I hate Rose, was Rose lash out against Poe because her sister is dead because of Poe.
Oh my
I wanted to
gosh.
see crew members on that ship mad at Poe because their friends are dead because of him.
Maybe they could have had a civil war on the ship, and then they're like, hey, we can't do this
Well,
spread
they actually
apart.
kind of do in the hangar, remember?
But it was stupid why it happened.
it was.
It was like, we're having a mutiny because you're not telling us what's going on.
Yeah. Can you just say, hey, we have a plan. We're going to get to this planet. They're not going to detect us because they're only using large ship sensors. Nope. I'm going to tell you nothing. Pretend like I don't have a plan and we're all going to die. And I'm going to let you do whatever the heck you want rather than confining you to quarters because I'm dumb.
Like, the Civil War on the ship would have made a lot more sense had it been like that. How it's like, oh man, Poe, you literally got all of our friends killed and everyone's dead now. Great job, Poe.
Also, they could have had Lando Calrissian in The Last
gosh.
Jedi. He could have been the master hacker. It would have taken 30 seconds. It would have been great. It would have been all we needed.
Except, it's just, it really didn't need that whole scene. Or the
whole
entire
was
thing.
pointless. They could have gone and done something useful.
Like, think about it. They could have cut out like that. Hold on. They could have cut out like that maybe 45 minutes of that entire scene and dedicated more of it to Rey training to actually show why she's so powerful or something, Luke development, and then epic Civil War ship thing as they're about to die.
You know, there is actually one totally awesome. There's a really enthusiastic thumbs up there, if you can't tell.
I don't think
One reason to get good old Finn and Rose on that massive Star Destroyer so he can kill, spoiler, Phasma.
The spoiler thing's still up.
Oh, good.
It should be, at least. Unless I'm stupid.
They didn't even develop Phasma.
Dude, Phasma.
It was like, okay, so she gets like 5 lines in Force Awakens. And you're like, oh, I bet she survived it like a Boba Fett style. And then she's really going to get into her character in the next movie. They're just warming her up a little bit, you know? Just showing her a little. No. You will die. Execution by some dumb laser method. On the count of 3. 1, skoosh! Which was an awesome scene where Holdo flies that ship. That was awesome.
Literally everyone's dead except for the main characters.
Oh. Speaking of which, I watched a video by a physicist. I can't remember what. I would put him in the credits otherwise. He talked about the effect that ship would actually had if it was at light speed. Now, I'm going to presume it wasn't quite there yet. But if it was at light speed, upon hitting that Star Destroyer, the amount of kinetic energy released would be enough to annihilate that planet in the background. Like...
I remember you telling me about
yeah,
this.
it'd be like if our solar system just like
ceased
to exist. Yeah, it'd be like white light and then nothing.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Phasma. All right, we're back to Phasma. Okay, Phasma is just the most wasted character, and I have a theory, but that I'm gonna tell you afterwards. Because if they don't do it, I'm gonna steal the idea for myself and use it in my own things. But it's just like in the first movie, it was like, oh man, she's a villain. I'll throw her in the trash compactor.
Which was awesome.
It was, yeah, that was nice because it's like, oh man, she's probably still alive. I mean, in Star Wars, they're not dead unless they're dead on screen.
This is true.
And then in the Force Awakens, yeah, in The Last Jedi, I was like, oh crap, she's back, but she really has no reason to be back yet. Or like
she
nothing.
Didn't do anything, yeah.
She hasn't done anything.
Her armor was cool though.
Her armor was really cool. And then it's like, oh man, they're gonna have an epic battle, which was spoiled in the trailer.
Yeah.
Whoa. And then she gets her butt handed to her because Finn fell down a thing, and then he's like, hey, smack! And then she's like, oh no, you're scum, and then she burns.
So actually, hey, this is interesting.
I'm gonna eat some popcorn.
There was a deleted scene, an alternate ending, where Finn exposes the fact that Phasma lowered the shields on Starkiller Base. And then she proceeds to shoot every stormtrooper around her, and then tries to shoot obviously to hide the secret,
Mm-hmm.
and then tries to kill Finn, who smacks her in the face with that riot tool, which would have been way cooler.
Mm.
And then she either, I forget, she runs away or he kills her, which is a little dark, so I think it wasn't that.
I'd go for the runaway to bring her back.
But that was a much better
That
ending
would have been
they
sweet.
deleted.
And then, what's up with DJ? He's just like, oh man, I'll give you back the necklace thing, and then I'm gonna turn on you, and then I'm just gonna vanish from the plot altogether.
Okay, you know what? His ending was bad, but his character was very interesting.
It was, except he would have been more interesting.
What if he turned good?
No, if he just had closure.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every character needs
They
to
didn't
be
even
good.
show his ship leave.
No, he's just like, hey man, that's just what you gotta do. And then he was gone, and then the ship exploded. And then I thought he was gonna be the one piloting that AT-AT thing. Or not AT-AT, the walker thing, except it was BB-8. I'm like, what the? How'd you get up there? Did you use the stairs, you spherical?
Just a moment, James.
Oh boy, what's this? Are you looking at
I'm
memes?
sorry. They were sent to me by a special
Seth.
person in my life.
Oh, is it your lover?
Yes, it was my lover.
Oh, how romantic.
Oh, now we can talk about Taming of a Shrew. If you're a feminist, don't read it. You'll want to kill yourself. I'm not even a feminist. I mean, like, not like I'm anti-feminist, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But, like, that upset me. It made me uncomfortable the whole time.
It was
wrong.
something. It was something else. So we can take down the spoiler for Last Jedi now.
Yeah. Kissy face. Seth.
How romantic.
Heart. Okay.
Well, what now? What could we possibly talk about? I mean, the possibilities are endless. I don't know why I said it like that. The government's after me, the plane. They found me.
Just gonna let it be quiet for a moment.
Why?
I don't know, James. I gotta think on something funny I can say. It's always better when we don't, though. We just gotta ad-lib the whole thing.
Pretty much. It's better not to think, because whenever I seem to think, I always seem to stumble on my words, and then it just turns out being completely awful.
Yeah, you've forgotten how to say things about 6 times in this video.
You're right about that.
Oh, okay.
What the deuce is that?
So
Oh, it's your phone.
my lover got a new laptop yesterday. It's very nice.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, we watched a like bipolar nun movie, which honestly wasn't that great.
A bipolar nun?
Yeah, it's called The Little Hours. It wasn't very good.
I haven't even heard of that.
But anyways, hush phone. Anyways, the laptop's casing is made out of magnesium, which
Oh, goodness.
I'm hoping is not pure magnesium, because last I checked, magnesium explodes. And I told her this. She was like, oh, it must not be. And then she Googled it, and it's like, magnesium. So I licked it and smelled it because I was curious.
Why? True scientist at work
I
here.
wanted to know. Like,
I wanted to know. Let's hope I don't die.
it's going great.
All right.
She just asked how the podcast is going.
Oh, you told her about the podcast. Lovely. That sounded like really sarcastic, and I don't know why. Oh, you told her about the podcast, right?
So, where was I?
Oh.
Right, magnesium computer.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I presume it's some, like, alloy that has magnesium infused. It's very light. But, so I licked it, yeah. And I smelled it. And then I tried to scratch it, which didn't happen, which is a good thing. But, just, if you're a scientist, you know, don't lick things. Anything.
This is why Seth isn't a scientist, everyone. You know, is there like a pencil around here? Because I'm going to write down the times for around the parts where I have to cut
That's
out
probably good.
before I forget to, and then we leave some gems in there. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, that one was about 40. Alright, so while James is away, I need you guys to know this about James.
I can still hear you.
He can't hear me, don't worry.
Hey, look, guys,
Okay.
I'm coming
No,
back.
he's coming back, okay. I didn't tell you anything.
It's a good thing I was almost burping there because I didn't hear that. Okay, so there was one in like 20 minutes.
There's one in around 40
There
minutes.
was 40 minutes, probably some others.
Yeah, between like 28 and like 38 is all Star Wars, I believe.
I'll listen through this.
We'll cut this part out, obviously.
I mean, we don't have to.
My God, James.
Hey, I'm already cutting out some things. We might as well lighten the load, as they might say. Unless you said something about me.
I didn't say anything.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Well, you can listen in and find out, James. Dang, it's cold.
It is. It's quite chilly in here.
Cleveland Browns won 0 games this year.
Hey.
First time that's been done in quite a while.
They have a 16 record.
Of losing?
You know, you didn't need to say that. It's a good thing I could care less
They've
about
got a
sport.
16-0 record for losing.
Go Ohio.
Yeah, everyone loves Ohio, right? We've been building new ways to get the hell out of this country for years.
Anytime,
We
like,
made planes.
we did make planes.
We have the most astronauts. They've been getting as far away as possible. We've got presidents. They were just trying to get out of state.
Pretty much. They want to get out of Ohio.
It's bad, man.
I don't blame them.
I don't know. Okay, wait.
As much as we complain about Ohio,
Yeah,
it's probably still fine.
let's talk about Ohio for real
some
for a minute
popcorn.
here. Like, is it really that bad? Let's think about Texas. Like in Texas, there's a chance that you're just going to get mowed down by somebody with a sword because you can open carry broadswords now.
That's hilarious.
California is on fire.
Oh yes.
While
experiencing a drought.
yeah, it's also falling into the ocean, and your ground is constantly shaking. Like, I'm sorry, Californians, but it sucks over there, guys. Not to mention, it's like 3 times more expensive to live there.
Oh yeah, it's really expensive to live in California. Like, have you seen just in general, like, housing shows, how it's like the people who revamp the houses or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, this house, our budget is like $300,000. I'm
Yeah.
like, holy crap!
My house didn't even cost us that much.
I know. I don't even think there's enough in our house to get to $300,000.
Okay, South Dakota, you suck. I'm sorry, but you just suck.
What's wrong with South Dakota?
Okay, North Dakota is like the only Dakota anybody cares about. And nobody even
Wow.
cares about North Dakota. The only thing that's up there is like coal and oil. Like, that's it.
I haven't even heard of anything about, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying, James.
To be honest, there's some states I forget exist entirely. Like North and South Dakota, I don't remember them at all.
I bet there's more people living in Cleveland than there is in most of North Dakota.
Honestly, probably.
Wyoming. No one's ever been to you. It's a government conspiracy. You know you
Wyoming
are.
doesn't exist. I knew it. You all called me crazy. Yeah, like seriously, Ohio's not even that bad.
I'd live in Maine, but I can't have the Patriots as the team. That's my state. I'm sorry, Patriots fans, but you guys are crooks.
Jeez. You see,
Is that too political? Nah.
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't think that would be counted as political.
okay.
I mean, it could be counted as
to be as
political.
offensive as possible.
Oh,
I didn't care
no.
who won the Super Bowl as long as it wasn't you, and I am glad it
Seth,
wasn't.
there's only one other party in the Super Bowl at a time.
Yeah, I didn't care who was it. I didn't care.
Well, I'm gonna have to censor that. What time is this? This is
44.
44. 44.30.
40, 41, 44.
You know, just as this goes along, we're getting worse at this. We were doing pretty well. You're getting worse at this. I'm
Oh,
doing
you know
pretty
what,
well.
James? You just wait, James. I'll get you fired up on something.
Oh, you probably...
You
no.
ready? Golf's not a sport.
I will throw hands.
I'd probably lose in that. You know karate.
I do know karate. Everyone knows karate except for you, apparently.
Hey, I work out.
I work out too, Seth.
What do you lift, like 8-pound weights?
I don't even lift. I lift myself.
Well, you do push-ups every day?
Mm-hmm.
How many push-ups you do?
I don't know. I haven't been counting.
Why don't you count?
Well, I don't know.
I do push-ups.
I don't want to feel bad about myself, Seth.
Good on you, James.
You know what, Seth? Shh. Shut up. I need to do that Spanish thing.
Yeah, I forgot to bring my journal home. Or my thing home, so... Yeah,
I forgot to bring my binder.
Yeah. It's alright, we can do it, like, sometime. Yeah, I know, it's bad, right? I didn't even remember.
We have math homework too, except it's due Tuesday.
I haven't done that. I'm going to do that today, though.
I'm going to do it today at some point. Well, now I'm depressed even more than I was at like the 10-minute mark.
There's acrylic paint over there.
What are you suggesting? I want to live!
You don't have to die, James.
This is like a dramatic movie now.
Just not all in one day, at least.
Speaking of dramatic movies, every single movie trailer is the same, and you can't deny that.
No, yeah, you're right.
It's always like dramatic music. Well, only one of us can make it out alive. Dun dun dun. And it's not gonna be you. Coming this fall. Dun 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 dun. Monsters. Explosions.
That was literally the voice in the Last Jedi trailer, but with a slight British accent.
It's always the guy, too. It's always, like, there was one that played during the Super Bowl. It was, like, the dude with the prosthetic leg and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I don't remember what it was called, because I'm not going to see it, because I don't care enough to see it. It's probably bad. It's sad
It's unfortunate.
It's sad when I can say a movie's probably bad now, and it probably will be.
I like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, too. I heard he might try to run for president.
I did hear about that.
He wouldn't be too bad, though.
Maybe he would be, we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, at least we know he's got a good conscience. We think.
Maybe. Hollywood does hide things.
That's true.
Or they probably do.
He does a lot of donations, though.
Good for him, good for him.
Yeah. You go, Dwayne.
Like, if I ever get famous, I don't want to be like a Disney and be like so rich I can buy Star Wars and then possibly ruin it with a movie. I want to like tap in some money to like some charities or something. Like, if I get that rich and I can afford to lose like $1 million, more than $1 million a day, I'd be donating that. At least I hope, and I don't become the villain in a children's movie.
That's what I like about Elon Musk. I mean, he doesn't like spend money on like donation stuff, but at least he's burning all his cash on space exploration.
Like using the money for something.
Okay, so I heard that one day he was driving through a city and he was sick of the traffic congestion. So not 2 years later, he had a subway tunnel completed in that city. Like, you go, Elon.
Sometimes I wish I could be that rich and just be like, you know what? This is a problem.
Fix.
Money. Money fixes everything. When they say money doesn't get you happiness, that's kind of a lie.
It's such a lie.
It's not, like, it makes you seem like a terrible person for saying, but you need to have at least some money to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not smart, just be a prostitute. Whether you're a guy or a girl, I mean, that makes you tons of cash. Look, James, you know it's right.
You're right. They're making more than like...
It's upsetting, actually. They make more than we do.
We don't even have a job yet.
Okay, but like, I want to be an engineer, right?
They're going to make more than you do.
Yeah, they will
when
make
you're
more
an
than I
engineer.
do. If they work every night, yeah.
Then I want to be...
Game designer
/ author / I want to be that guy, like, where it's kind of like Ronald Reagan in a way, how it was like he was an actor and then he was president. But I want to be like, oh man, he's an author, but he also made this, and he also did this, and he also donated to this, and he also... I want to be that guy. It's like, oh, he's just everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to broaden my horizon.
Like how our school sub who doesn't know how to use an intercom apparently flew with Jimmy Carter's wife, was an Air Force pilot.
Really?
Wrote a book.
What the heck?
Yeah. You can bleep that name out, but...
50 minutes, 10 seconds.
But yeah. Seriously.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Dang.
He doesn't know how to use an intercom, but he flew with Jimmy Carter's wife?
Yeah, that's... I don't know. It's like a common sense thing. Like, I don't have common sense. It's like, oh man, James, you got an A on that really difficult test somehow. And it's like, I don't know how a coat hanger works. and that's about it there. How long do we want this to be?
I suppose we should start wrapping it up.
Should we? We should go to an hour.
Yes, we'll go to an hour.
We'll go to an hour.
So.
My chair's creaking.
We'll stop moving your butt.
No, my butt wants to move. Cutting that out.
No, we're not. No, we're not cutting that out, James. It's stuff like this that people live for.
Mistakes have been made. I don't want to do this podcast anymore.
Yes, you do.
I do. Yeah. It's fun. I don't know how often these are even going to be, but the next one...
It'll probably be monthly.
It'll probably be more than monthly, or less than monthly.
Yeah, more than monthly. What are you planning, James?
I don't know. I'm going to podcast by myself.
Podcast.
I'm going to kick you out.
Whoa.
And I'm going to only record these podcasts myself. It'll just be
Ouch.
the James show.
Ouch. That hurts.
I'm sorry. I'll never abandon you. That sounded a lot creepier. No!
You know, I wonder how our listeners feel about whenever one of us randomly screams, because they don't know why. I mean, I touched the phone and you screamed, but as far as they know, you just...
I just got strangled. I just wanted to have a nice little podcast. It's all I wanted. And you have to get in here and ruin everything.
Look, James, can you do it with anybody else? Maybe.
I could probably do it with Kale.
Yeah,
I don't know about
you know
it.
how that would end.
Oh yeah. I might be able to do it with Isaiah.
Might. Yeah.
No offense, Isaiah.
Look, I love talking about politics, but I can only do it for about 10 minutes and then I want to kill myself. Don't kill yourself, by the way. You have a day, one more day. You can do it. You can survive. You just have to believe in yourself and you can flip a table like this.
It's a good thing no one was walking by. I mean...
You mean on your low business?
You know what, Seth? I'm depressed now. Again, for the third time. Third time this podcast, I'm depressed.
Well,
we still have 6 minutes. Oh, we can actually do one of these live if we wanted to.
It'll be fun.
There's maybe we shouldn't because we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things we need to cut out.
That'll be one where we plan the talk.
Yeah, that'll be one where...
So, podcast coming to you in... Possibly never. We don't know. We might do it.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, what should our next episode be on though, James? So our audience knows what's coming next.
I don't know. It's your episode next. Oh yeah, we're swapping channels each time because, you know.
Well, you know what I think.
I came up with the idea,
yes.
And then Seth. And then the first one goes on mine. The second one goes on Seth's. Next one will be on mine again, then Seth, then mine. It'll be back and forth.
You know what, James? I think that after we get 5 or 6 episodes out, we should probably just fill in the blanks on each channel.
What do you mean?
Like, if I only have 2, 3, and 5, and you only have 1... I said 2, 3, and 5. 2, 4, and 6, and you have 1, 3, and 5, and then we should just fill in after we finish a season, so we have the full seasons.
Well, we don't really even need to number them.
That's true.
I mean, there's no reason to number them, and then that would just make it seem like everyone has to watch the first podcast.
That's also true, unless we talk about things from previous podcasts.
I don't think we will.
We probably won't.
This
is just random crap.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we started with.
I wouldn't even listen to this. If you're listening to this right now, stop.
No, you're a hero.
Go outside and kick a football. No, don't kick footballs. Those are like the
just...
dumbest kind of ball to kick.
Well, I can't voice my opinion in the matter because I don't care about sports.
Well, neither do I, James. Let's be honest.
Fair enough.
Except hockey. I like hockey.
Good for you.
Mostly for the fights.
The fights, yeah.
Fights are fun.
I just want to watch My Hero Academia. I could watch it illegally, except I want to watch it in the comfort of my living room.
You already got the IRS coming after you, James.
I do have the IRS coming after me. Hey,
So.
I try to be as legal as possible when watching things,
Yeah, I don't.
but if it's not available legally, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll find it online.
I mostly just don't watch things illegally because it's a little bit of work to get to the video.
It is, and then you probably download like 18 viruses
Yeah.
along the way.
So let's see. Next podcast will probably be, I'm going to presume, will be published on YouTube. Is that the right word? Published?
I think so.
Okay, published probably 2 weeks to a month after this one is published. If it's not, then we're either dead or we're really, really busy.
Probably
Both.
You know, that could be either one,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
The IRS is after me.
Yeah. Anyways,
We still have like 2 minutes.
so
I don't know why we're going exactly to an hour.
So this
Just-
this episode obviously can be found on your channel, but
Yes.
the next episode or blurb, whatever you want to call this, it's not good, that's for sure.
hey,
can be found
it's
on
good.
can be found on the ArkHammer.
I'll
That's my
put the
channel.
I'll put the link in the description.
Lovely, and I'll put your link in my description.
Oh
James.
my! Wow, how I'm honored.
And,
We don't have more than 25 subs.
Yeah,
I think we have maybe about 35 combined.
I think I have 6.
Oh,
but that's
we
only
have
because
about-
I've only posted about 4 videos, and then I stopped for a long time.
I posted
So
and then I didn't like them.
I'm coming back, baby.
Whoa.
Coming back.
We had that one video that we recorded and then you messed up. You messed up miserably.
Yeah,
That was sad.
We can try again, James. We'll do it again.
We danced to Take On Me and marched into the water and drowned ourselves.
There's no audio. I checked it too, and I was like, okay, it's good, and then it wasn't.
Dang it.
Well, yeah, unturned season coming to you soon, probably over the summer. That'll be
Probably.
That'll be
That-
interesting.
that's a solid time.
We'll have a few.
Oh, a few.
Yeah, probably about 5, and then we'll never do it again.
Just like every other YouTuber.
Well, James, would you like to sign off?
I guess I can sign off. If you lasted this long, thank you for watching. You're the true trooper of the American people, or Canadian, or wherever you're watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you gonna say goodbye, James?
I was about to.
You have
but
30 seconds.
You rudely interrupted me. I will take my sweet old time to say the words.
They've already stopped it now. You know.
No,
that,
they
right?
haven't. They're still listening. Maybe Isaiah's still listening. Isaiah probably won't even watch this.
No.
No.
You have 15 seconds.
You have 15 seconds
To do what?
to live.
You have 10 seconds.
Oh no.
Fire the missile!
No. Goodbye.